In the world of superheroes, Spider-Man is known for his quick wit, agility, and ability to outsmart even the toughest of villains. But what happens when he comes up against his fellow heroes? Join us as we take a look at 6 times Spider-Man completely embarrassed other superheroes. Number 1. The Fantastic Four. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 1, Spider-Man outsmarted the Fantastic Four when they first encountered him. The Fantastic Four tried to capture Spider-Man, who they believed was a criminal after he broke into their building. Spider-Man was able to dodge their attacks and escape using his agility and spider sense to avoid their powers. He then revealed why he was really there. He was low on cash and wanted by the police, and so decides to take a visit to the Fantastic Four's headquarters. Once there, he sneaks past the security system, or so he thought, until he's surrounded by the Fantastic Four, who are confused why Spider-Man is breaking into their building. Spider-Man then decides to test the Fantastic Four's abilities and challenges each member, easily avoiding their attempts to capture him. He's able to dodge and counter each of their attacks using his agility and spider sense. In the end, he convinces the Fantastic Four that he is not a criminal, but rather a hero like themselves. He wants to join the team and thinks he's worthy of their best salary. But they tell him that they are a non-profit and any money they do get goes to furthering the science needed to keep helping other people. To which he quickly makes an exit. Coming in with number 2, Daredevil. Matt Murdock, Daredevil's secret identity, is walking down the street when a bunch of thieves come running out of a building. He's about to thwart their dastardly doings when, out of nowhere, Spider-Man appears and saves the day. Then, he returns to his office and hears the friends of his talking about how they're going to the circus and how Spider-Man will be performing there, which prompts him to also want to go to the circus. While at the circus, the Grand Master uses his hypnotizing hat to take over Spider-Man's mind and the rest of the people at the circus. Well, everybody except for Matt Murdock, who's blind and can't see the hat. So Matt Murdock changes into his costume, the Daredevil, and begins to thwart the evil doings when the Grand Master sends Spider-Man after him. While fighting Spider-Man, Daredevil realizes he's no match for his super strength or his very high intelligence. So what does he do? He goes for the next best person, the Grand Master, who is controlling Spider-Man. While avoiding Spider-Man just barely and getting his butt beaten by Spider-Man through the whole thing, he finally gets his hands on the Grand Master's hat, allowing him to take the hold he has off of Spider-Man and save the day eventually. Though it does leave Daredevil feeling a little embarrassed that he could not match up to Spider-Man, he is overall happy that Spider-Man is back to the side of good. Coming in with number 3, The Avengers. In Avengers number 316, which was published on 1990, it features a battle between the Avengers and the villainous group known as the Lethal Legion. The Lethal Legion had taken over S.H.I.E.L.D. Laboratory and were attempting to obtain a powerful weapon. During the battle, though, Spider-Man realized that the Lethal Legion had been observing the Avengers' tactics and adapting to their fighting styles. He then used his spider sense and intelligence to come up with a plan to outsmart the villains. Spider-Man's plan involved him pretending to be defeated by the villains and then using his spider powers and intelligence to take them by surprise. He also identified the weaknesses of each Avenger and directed them to use their powers in specific ways to exploit those weaknesses. With Spider-Man's help, the Avengers were able to defeat the Lethal Legion and prevent them from obtaining this dangerous weapon. Coming in with number 4, Wolverine. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 559, Spider-Man outsmarted Wolverine during a brief fight. Wolverine, who is known for his ferocity and strength, was unable to hit Spider-Man due to his spider sense and agility. Spider-Man used his intelligence to stay one step ahead of Wolverine the whole time, tricking him into hitting himself with his own claws. Also, he used his tactical ability and quick thinking to allow him to evade Wolverine's attack and come out on top. He also used his web shooters to create distractions and keep Wolverine off balance, preventing him from using his full strength and speed. And on to number 5, the X-Men. In Spider-Man and the X-Men #1, published in 2014, the X-Men discover that their new substitute teacher is Spider-Man. The X-Men are initially skeptical of Spider-Man due to his past as a villain, and they refuse to let him join their team. However, Spider-Man manages to convince them to give him a chance by using his wit, humor, and spider powers to prove his worth. He offers the help to the X-Men to deal with a group of villains who are targeting mutants and offers to teach them how to be more creative in their approach in fighting crime. Spider-Man's unconventional approach to heroism is met with some initial resistance from the X-Men, but he eventually gains their trust and proves to be a valuable member of the team. He uses his spider sense and web-slinging skills to help the X-Men navigate through a dangerous terrain and avoid traps set by the villains. Throughout the issue, Spider-Man's ability to think on his feet and come up with creative solutions allows him to outsmart the X-Men and prove himself as a hero. The issue is notable for showcasing Spider-Man's leadership skills and his ability to work alongside a team of powerful mutants, despite his lack of superhuman abilities. Finishing off with number 6, the Human Torch. In The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 9, Spider-Man is framed for a robbery by a group of criminals who have stolen his costume and used it to commit the crime. The Human Torch sees Spider-Man fleeing the scene and believes him to be the actual thief. The two engage in a heated battle, with the Human Torch using his power of flame and flight to try and take down Spider-Man. However, Spider-Man had anticipated the Human Torch's ability and had prepared by coating his costume with a fire retardant chemical that made it resistant to the flames. As the battle rages on, Spider-Man is able to maneuver the Human Torch into a room filled with gas, which he ignites with a match. The resulting explosion extinguishes the flames on the Human Torch and knocks him out, leaving Spider-Man to escape and clear his name. By using his intelligence and preparation, Spider-Man was able to outsmart the Human Torch and turn his own powers against him. The Human Torch had initially thought he had the upper hand due to his powers, but Spider-Man's ingenuity allowed him to gain the advantage and emerge victorious. And that is it today here at True Power Comics for our top 6 people who Spider-Man completely embarrassed. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, give us a subscribe even, comment down in the section what you want to see in a future video. But thank you and have a great day.